Hi! So, welcome to my YouTube channel. It only took me like 12 years, but whatever, that's besides the point. For those of you who don't know, my name is Josie, and I just want to thank you for tuning in. For my friends that know me, I know, finally. I've been saying I'm gonna make a YouTube for the past 2 or 3 years, and I finally got it in me to finally do it. So here I am. I hope that you guys like this video. Today what we're gonna be doing is an everyday look like this. Very simple. I'm very extra, so this is probably as simple as it's gonna get on this channel. I decided to call the channel Josie's World because as much as I love makeup and I'm so passionate about it, it's not what I want to gear my entire channel towards. So whatever me pica ese día, that's what you guys are getting. So what that means is I like to eat. Sometimes I might put videos of recipes on here. If I like a new product of makeup, maybe I'll do that. I have a lot of friends that are interested in a lot of different things. I would love to do collabs with them. So just be ready for a whole bunch of different things. I really want this channel to be as fun as it possibly can be, a positive space. So thank you so much for tuning in, and let's get started. I'm either wearing makeup or I'm not. How dramatic I want to be definitely depends on where I'm going, what I'm doing. So this is like, I'm going to work but I want to look presentable, or you know, I don't really feel like doing the most, but then again I don't want to look basic, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get started with brows. So this is the Anastasia brow definer in soft brown. So usually what I do is I'll start off by just, you know, combing out my brows, and I'll come and I'll take the product from the bottom, starting off in the front over here. So again, like, I'm not doing something super dramatic, but on days that, you know, I want to wear makeup and just not go too crazy, this is what I'm gonna be doing. So I usually start on the bottom and like I'll outline the bottom, then I'll come up here and I'll just like slowly keep doing that and just like filling it in. So then once I do that, I'll just fill it in from the front. I'm not a huge fan of like brows that look tatted on, you know. If that's what you're into, kudos to you. But for me personally, like, I like my brows to look as natural as they possibly can, even though obviously you're already using makeup, so they're not natural, but whatever, that's not the point. But yeah, so I just like for them to look like they're filled in. You know, I'm wearing makeup, but I'm not doing the most. So again, I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Brows are, I feel, the center of the face, because it's kind of like if your brows are done, you don't really have to worry too much about anything else. Or like, you know, if you get your brows done, it's kind of easier to just work around everything else. And trust me, if you don't have your brows done and you think that you're out here looking crazy, I'll probably show you guys some tricks as to how to make it look like you did your brows, but your brows ain't done. But we're gonna get into that, don't worry. So once you're pretty much just done shading them in, I like to outline them to kind of clean them out and to not make them as thick, even though I feel like I go through my phases. Like, I like thick brows for a certain amount of time and then I kind of like them a little bit thinner. But I'm using one of the NARS concealers in the shade Custard. All of these products that I'm going to be using in this video are just things that are my go-to that I've really been loving. I'll link all of them below. And like I said, this is just, you know, makeup that I feel is easy to do and simple, even if you're going for like a no makeup kind of makeup look. And I'm just pretty much outlining and kind of like cleaning up, you know, any excess. I'm a big fan of arched brows. I don't know if anybody else is, but if you do, girl, we got something in common already, because I can't. Brows are never gonna come out perfect. Shout out to the girls who can make them perfect, but it's gonna take me a couple tries always, no matter how good at makeup I get. Prime example is right here. But that's as good as it's gonna get right now, and that's fine for me. So I like to bring this up a little bit because it ends up blending everything else out really nice. So I didn't put on any primer or anything before I started doing the brows. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I have combination, but more like oily skin in my T-zones, and I just feel like this primer a little bit goes a long way, and I just feel like it makes my makeup look flawless. Like my face doesn't look super shiny towards the end of the night. You don't have to use a ton of product. It is a little bit more on the pricier side, I'm gonna say that, but I really like it, and I think that it's worth it. So yeah, if you have combination skin like me, it's something that you may wanna check out. Right. So now, another product that I've really been loving is this foundation by GIORGIO Armani. My friend Liza put me onto it, and girl, this foundation is life. So I go and just dab that around my face. I'm gonna take a brush later on, but for now I pretty much put it everywhere. I'm not a huge fan of like super caked up, you know, makeup, so hopefully like the technique that I'm using helps you guys too, because I know that everybody doesn't like that makeup feel where everything is like super cakey. So that's not what I'm trying to do. Now I'm just gonna even this out. This brush is my go-to for foundation. It's the MORPHE M439, which I'll also link below. I just feel like it makes everything very seamless. So yeah, there's that. And I'll just go over my forehead. That excess, you know, concealer that was under my brows, I'll kind of blend it out when I'm doing that as well. And just keep blending this part out. So now we have a foundation on. So I'm already starting to feel myself. Like what's happening next, I'm just like finding how I'm getting better and better as I go, but I'm already like, girl, we could do this because my face is already flawless. That's just how I feel. So we're just gonna keep getting more flawless from here on, and I'm so excited. But yeah. So now another product that I've also been loving is the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I use the shade Natural Beige. So I'm a huge fan of concealer and contouring and all of this fun stuff. So I'm just gonna show you guys basically a quick contour and, you know, highlighting routine that works for me. So I hope that it works for you guys. So I basically go in with this concealer in my T-zone, which is this area right here. And my mom always says that I look like I'm a part of a tribe while I'm doing this, because yeah, but whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a beauty blender that is probably not in the best condition, so don't be like me, but I'm just gonna like blend that out. See, like tapping on it. Concealer is what I would use, you know, for someone who has dark circles or just wants like it to look like you're wearing a little bit of makeup, not going crazy. So you're just gonna keep dabbing that out. Same thing up here. So now at this point, I kind of just like to bring it over my eyes. In this specific video, I'm not gonna be doing an eyeshadow look, just because for me personally, if I'm doing like an everyday look, it means that like I don't have time for makeup. So I don't have time to be finessing eyeshadow, even though that's definitely something that we're gonna get into, girl. So like, don't worry. But yeah, this is what we're doing right now. So from here, I'm gonna start kind of just bringing everything to life. So I also have one of the foundation sticks from NARS in the shade Benares. This is their Velvet Matte Foundation Stick. I came across this with my best friend in Sephora, like totally by accident, because we weren't even supposed to be there because we don't need any more makeup. Anyway, this is a foundation, but I use it for contouring. So what I do, you don't want to use like a ton of product because this is supposed to be darker than your skin tone. So what I do is that I'll just dab it on my cheeks, a couple dabs on my forehead. I'll bring it down the bridge of my nose to give me that thinner nose because yo soy un poco narizúa. And I'll also bring it down to my chin. So from there, I'm also blending it out, but I'm gonna use the same brush that I'm gonna use later on for my bronzer, and that's just fairly quickly. So you want to go like on an upright motion. This is cream, so I feel like you necessarily don't need the powder because I feel like already you can tell that I'm like highlighting my cheekbones, so I don't feel like you need it. But just for drama's sake, because I'm dramatic and that's just how I am as a person, I'm gonna still use my bronzer. So yeah, bringing it out on my chin. I just think that this like adds dimension like to the face. Like you see the face in like a different light. You're bringing everything up. Like bring it towards your hairline. Bringing it towards your hairline. So as you can see, like we're 3 products in. So it's not like you're wearing a ton of makeup, because I know that a lot of girls are just kind of like, oh, I just want something simple. I don't want it to look like my face is too caked up and things along that sort. So I know my nose is looking super dark right now, but with what I'm gonna do next, it's not gonna look this dark, and it's actually gonna, you guys will see. So at this point we're like more than halfway done, which I know is crazy because it looks like, you know, I spent so much time doing this when in reality, you know, I really didn't. So the next thing that I'm gonna go in with is a banana powder from Ben Nye. Powder is usually the thing that makes everybody panic. Like they're like, oh my god, you use powder, that's it, it's not an everyday look, it's so much makeup. This is what is going to make your contour pop, I feel. So this is probably the question that I get the most, like, you know, from my Instagram and like people who see me in person, like, how do you contour? You got to show me how to do that. So basically that's exactly what I'm about to do. So you're going to cut right under your cheek and just bring that down, and the nose as well. So this is what I was saying before that I was gonna do to my nose that I wasn't really worrying about, the fact that it looked so dark. Just gonna highlight the nose. Same thing a little bit up here. And under the eyes. Just to kind of set that concealer so it doesn't crack later on. So this is that for right now. So while this is baking, because this is what baking is, you're basically just putting setting powder under your eyes, I'm gonna go ahead with my lips and I'm gonna go to a little bit of blush and bronzer. This lip combo I've been loving. The Cork MAC lip liner. It's kind of like a brownish. And I'm gonna go over it with the Anastasia liquid lipstick in Stripped. If there's anything that you guys are gonna learn about me, is that I'm a huge fan of nudes. So to me, lip combinations, adding nudes is just like putting a cherry on top. So now I'm gonna go ahead and brush off this excess powder. And now I'll go ahead and go in with my bronzer. So this is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze. I love this. I just feel like it's bomb. Like, yo me pongo esto and I'm ready to take over the world. I'm like, listen, I'm here and this is what we're doing. So yeah, there's that. So this is pretty much what I'm going for an everyday thing. And I'm gonna pretty much end this off with highlight and my Holy Grail product at the end. So again, I'm gonna use the Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlight. This is like my favorite of all time. Like, I live for this. So there's that. Be out here looking like a glazed donut because why not? So there we go with that. So at this point, my face is already done. Like, everything else that I may do is just kind of, you know, me being extra because that's how I am. But everything is pretty much done. This mascara is my holy grail. This is life. To me, lashes are everything. I'm not going to do lashes for this video just for the purposes of me saying that this was an everyday look. But we about to get some lashes regardless because, yeah, this mascara is it. So, literally, I feel like mascara just brings you, like, if you was here serving face before, mascara is like, you go from I'm here to like, llegué yo, mi amor. So even though I'm not wearing lashes, who said that I'm not? Because this is the final look for what is my everyday makeup. So I like things to be super natural looking, my lashes to be popping, my lipstick has to be nude, especially if it's something that's everyday, and I like my skin to be kind of like, you know, flawless looking. I just wanted to add that at the end I did add on some of the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Gloss because I just couldn't leave it alone, right? Because that's who I am as a person. And I did add a little bit more highlight, but the same one that you guys saw me put on. Entirely up to you if you want to do either one, but like I said, I'm just extra, so that's what I was gonna do. Something that I also want to do on this channel is spread positivity, like I said before. So this is my first video, and you know, it may be whatever to some people, but for me this is a huge deal just because I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. And with that being said, I just want to let you know that whatever you think about or whatever crosses your mind is attainable. It's an idea that can be executed. So stop second guessing yourself, stop being scared. You can do it, and the time is more than likely now for you to do it. So if you were waiting on some kind of sign, here it is. So with that being said, I'm done. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I want to answer some questions for you guys. If you have any suggestions of something that you may want to see next time, or you know, just something that you're interested in, just leave them below. And I hope that you enjoyed this. Till next time.